Glad you could join us for the very first startup of the professional 62cc Timberpro. This is their CS6150, the red one. They have an orange and a red one. The red one is made better than the orange one. So I've got 40-to-1 mix here in my jug. I'm just about done with it, and I need to mix up another 2 gallons. So I figured I'll use the rest of this stuff into the Timberpro. The gas tank in this is a good size for the the CC range. And I have to say, another thing I didn't mention in the video, these caps with the little rope on them, they're not a little plastic thing. This is nice and flexible, and you're not going to lose the cap on my let's see. I don't think my Chinese chainsaw has these, but the Timberpro does. So my guess is this saw is going to take all the gas that this can has in it. So obviously this is the gas side, and then the oil reservoir is the other one. Almost full. Alright, that's good enough. I know I have 25-to-1 wrote on this can, but it is 50-to-1 or 40-to-1. It's definitely 40-to-1 is what I mixed it to. I know I shouldn't really do that, because then you get your mixtures mixed up, and I understand that, but I'm gonna use what I have. I think this is the only can. No, I have another can, but this is the easiest one to pour out of. So I just noticed another thing about the way the plastic's manufactured here for the bar oil. If you'll notice, it's got this cutout here. So if you overfill it, and I'll tell you, I have overfilled these things many times. I try my hardest not to, because the bar and chain oil is not the cheapest. I mean, it's pretty cheap, but I don't want to be wasteful here. And it's got this cutout here, so any extra oil will drain off onto the side here instead of all over the recoil and elsewhere. So that's another nice touch. And the same thing here with this one. This cap and the little rope. Nicer design and real flexible. Sometimes I have to fight these whenever I get them out. Usually the cap's sticking up here or doing something funky, and it's just not. It's not the greatest. But this is going to take quite a bit of bar and chain oil. And actually, I already spilled a little. This was a pretty full gallon jug, but it's almost drained all back into there, it looks like. That's full enough for what we're going to be doing tonight. Oh man, I'm excited about the very first startup of this thing. Okay, so there is some directions here on starting the saw. Hope you guys can see this. It's a little late in the day to be filming, but I'll read them off to you. Step 1, pour oil for saw chain. Step 2, pour the prepared mixture into the fuel tank. Step number 3, turn the on switch to on. Step number 4, press the primer bulb, fuel for 4 to 5 times. Number 5, pull the choke out. or pull out the choke knob to the closed position. Number 6, while holding the saw unit securely on the ground, pull the starter rope 1 to 2 times. Number 7, when the engine has ignited first, pull the choke knob to the open position. Number 8, pull the starter again to start the engine. Number 9, set the switch to the O position. The engine will stop immediately. So basically this is pretty much the same thing, or at least very similar to the other Timberpro that I have. So we're going to flip the on switch to on. It's on now. And then they say to press the primer bulb. So obviously there's no fuel in the primer bulb, so I'm going to press this first until fuel fills it, and then I'm going to press it another, 4 to 5 times. So this one I think requires less priming. Oh, there's a little bit of fuel. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then they say to pull the choke out and pull it out, and of course it'll set with the throttle. So I'll pull the choke out here and then start this thing. Pull it 1 to 2 times, click the throttle back in, and then pull it another couple times till it fires. So here we go, she's ready to go for the very first startup. Well, at least the first startup that I've done. Alright, so that took 3 times. And it does have that assisted starting in the recoil here. Feels about the same as the other one, maybe a little better. There you go. Pretty sweet. I did have to do quite a bit of color adjustment on this video because it was getting so dark out. You could see my bright orange chaps pretty good, but not a whole lot else. So that's why the colors, I'm sure, don't look quite right. I've gotten this to the best of my ability with the adjustments that I can make on... I use Power Director as my video editing app on my cell phone. I take all my videos with my cell phone, so... But I'm gonna have to make a better effort to not film so late in the day, you know, like in the dark, because I noticed my camera, it doesn't want to focus real good when it's dark out, and I know there's another YouTuber by the name of Pure Living for Life that has the same problem. So something that I just noticed in these directions, there's no mention of the decompression valve. So I don't know I don't know what that's all about. Boy, this saw smells like a new saw. Wow. But I'll press it in, and just for fun, let's see if it goes back out whenever I pull the rope. So the decompression valve did work, and it did come back out again. So, well, there you go. There's the first startup of the Professional Series 62cc Timberpro chainsaw. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. And I'll see you all in the next one. I wanted to say, apologize for the video being so dark. I forgot I have a light up on the side of the barn up here that I can turn on, and it's a spotlight, and I should have used it, but I didn't. So I'll try to remember that for future videos. So sorry guys and girls.